Okay, good evening, everybody. In our lecture of economics, today we would be describing a new chapter, forms of market and price determination. Forms of market and price determination. Now, when I speak something about market, then this is what is our ordinary picture, what you get into your mind about the market. Here, this is fruit market. A seller is selling fruits. So what do we observe in ordinary language? Market का meaning जब हम describe करते हैं, तो market क्या है? In ordinary language, market means a geographical location. Geographical location. Let me simplify place. Market is a place where buyers and sellers come together for buying and selling the goods. Ordinary language. But in economics, market is not restricted to place. जैसे यहाँ पे मैं एग्जांपल बता रहा हूँ, वेजिटेबल मार्केट, फ्रूट मार्केट, ये एक प्लेस है जहाँ पे लोग आके मिलते हैं, बायर एंड सेलर मिलते हैं, and they undertake buying and selling activities. But in economics, market is a wider concept. In economics, market is an arrangement. देखो, in economics, market is not at all restricted to any place. In economics, market is an arrangement through which buyers and sellers come in contact with each other. It can be directly, it can be indirectly. And exchange goods and services between themselves. मतलब economics में market is not restricted to any place, but in economics, market is an arrangement जिसके through buyers and sellers can connect with each other. जैसे we can take example of Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, etc., etc. ये एक अरेंजमेंट है जिसके थ्रू बायर्स कैन कनेक्ट विद द सेलर. Buyers can connect with the sellers and there can be exchange of goods and services between them. The best example I can say is e-market, or we call it as e-commerce. I have illustrated it with help of one photograph over there. इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मार्केट और ई मार्केट कंप्यूटर्स के थ्रू, आजकल तो अभी मोबाइल के थ्रू भी होता है. You buy the product, get various offers over there, where the buyers and sellers will buy the goods and sell the goods online through internet. फंस गई, अभी वो वापस लेने वाला नहीं है तेरे पास. Now we describe types of market. देखो यहाँ पे हम जो बेसिक क्लासिफिकेशन देखने वाले हैं would be on the basis of nature of buyer and seller. So if the market has one seller, only one seller, it is called monopoly. Two sellers, it is called duopoly. Few sellers, oligopoly. Sufficiently large number of sellers, monopolistic competition. Very large number of sellers, perfect competition. Again, we go ahead, again we revise. आप मुझको help करोगे. Only one seller, what will be that type of market called as? If the market has only one seller. Monopoly, very good. Two sellers. If the market has two sellers, it will be called as duopoly. अभी ले मत उसके पास से. Few sellers, it is called oligopoly. Sufficiently large number of sellers, it is called monopolistic competition. And very large number of sellers, it is perfect competition. तो यहाँ पे हम लोग वही क्लासिफिकेशन स्टडी करने वाले हैं on the basis of number of sellers. तो सबसे पहला मार्केट हम स्टडी करेंगे perfect competition. Perfect competition is a market situation where competition among buyers and sellers is perfect. Only one price prevails for one commodity. Let me simplify it. So simplify karta hu. It is a market where there are large number of buyers and large number of sellers. Large number of buyers and sellers dealing in homogeneous product. लाओ दे इधर दे रुचिक दे इधर वो दे. Large number of buyers and sellers dealing in homogeneous product. मतलब यहाँ पे let us try to understand this type of market with help of some features. Let us describe the features of perfect competition. सबसे पहला फीचर इसका है large number of sellers. A perfect competitive market is a market where there will be large number of sellers. They are so large that an individual seller, उसका जो भी supply है market में, will be a fraction of total market supply. तो market supply का जो total से supply है, उसका छोटा सा part उस individual seller के पास रहेगा. You should remember that ये इतना sellers large in number है that a single seller cannot influence the market. A single seller cannot influence the market. Every seller is a price taker and not a price maker. ये बहुत important word है, आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा. Every seller is a price taker. What does that mean? He's not a price maker. He's not a price maker. मतलब इसका सिंप्लीफाइड मीनिंग में अगर आपको बताऊं तो सेलर जो है यहाँ पे प्राइस डिसाइड नहीं कर सकता है. He cannot decide the price. तभी क्वेश्चन आपके पास ये था, सर सेलर प्राइस नहीं डिसाइड करेगा तो कौन करेगा?
पढ़ाई के लिए मेहनत तो सब करते हैं, लेकिन स्मार्ट स्टडी कौन करता है? प्री एग्जाम ऐप के साथ बनाइए अपनी तैयारी सुपर स्मार्ट. प्री एग्जाम ऐप देता है वाइड रेंज के एग्जाम्स की तैयारी, जैसे जी, नीट, कैट, सीए फाउंडेशन, सीएस सीट, बैंकिंग, रेलवे, एसएससी, एमबीए एंट्रेंस, एसवाईजेसी, कॉम, टीवाईबी कॉम और भी बहुत कुछ. चैप्टर वाइज टेस्ट्स एंड मॉक टेस्ट्स, डिटेल्ड परफॉर्मेंस एनालिसिस, और अब तैयारी होगी एकदम परफेक्ट. कहीं भी कभी भी पढ़ाई करें. और एक विशाल क्वेश्चन बैंक आपकी तैयारी को बनाए आसान. इंस्टेंट इवैल्यूएशन से तुरंत जानिए अपनी परफॉर्मेंस और पाएं पर्सनलाइज्ड फीडबैक. तो अब देरी किस बात की? प्री एग्जाम ऐप डाउनलोड करें और अपने नाम से रजिस्टर्ड करें और एक विशाल क्वेश्चन बैंक बिल्कुल फ्री और अपनी सफलता की कहानी लिखें. लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है. प्री एग्जाम ऐप स्मार्ट तैयारी का साथी.
Who's going to decide the price? Any guesses? अगर सेलर प्राइस नहीं डिसाइड करता तो कौन करेगा प्राइस डिसाइड? The prices will be decided by the market forces. Very good, Ayush. Demand for product and supply of the product will decide the price. Demand and supply will decide the price. So dear friends, remember that जो प्राइस मार्केट में डिमांड एंड सप्लाई डिसाइड करेगा उस प्राइस को सेलर एक्सेप्ट करता है. The seller will accept that price, and thus the seller in this market is called price taker and not price maker. Are you understanding that why he is a price taker and not a price maker? समझा सबको? First feature, is it clear? Second feature, large number of buyers. In a perfect competitive market, as like the seller, the number of buyers will also be very large. Buyers will also be very large in number. The buyers are so large that an individual buyer's demand will be equal to fraction of total market demand. A single buyer cannot influence the market. A single buyer cannot influence the market, but a group of buyers can influence the market, but not a single buyer. Collectively, they can influence. Individually, they can't. Third, सबसे important feature, perfect competition का. Homogeneous product. The product which is sold into a perfect competitive market is homogeneous in nature. That is, the product is uniform, identical बोल सकते इसको हम. The product is uniform, or we can say the product is identical, same in size, shape, color, flavor, पैकिंग एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा सब सिमिलर रहेगा. The next, free entry and exit. No restriction on entry and exit. There is complete freedom. There will be complete freedom into this market. Abhi suppose this is one market, jewelry market, and let us say this is one seller. सेलर के पास कैपिटल है, इसको इस मार्केट में प्रॉफिट दिखा, he can enter into the market. He will enter into the market and start up into a new jewelry shop he can start. But अभी इसी मार्केट में अगर इस सेलर को लॉस दिखा, he will go away from the market. मतलब वो जब चाहे तब एंट्री कर सकता है, जब चाहे तब एग्जिट कर सकता है. There are no restrictions. There is complete freedom. Any doubt up to these four features of the market? Perfect knowledge. Buyers and sellers should have perfect knowledge. In a perfect competitive market, buyer as well as seller should have perfect knowledge relating to price. Let's say example, a price of gold, price of silver. Seller should not charge less, otherwise he will be at loss. Buyer should not pay more. Perfect knowledge होना चाहिए. And इनके पास perfect knowledge रहेगा तो क्या होगा? There will not be a loss to anyone over there. दोनों में से किसी को भी लॉस नहीं होना चाहिए. Perfect mobility of factor. देखो, there are four factors of production, right? Land, labor, capital, enterprise, or entrepreneur. They should be perfectly mobile. That is, should move from one industry to another industry freely. There should be perfect mobility of factors. No restrictions on their mobility. They can move freely from one industry to another, one occupation to another. वो सिलेक्ट करने की जरूरत है क्या विकास से? The next feature of perfect competition is no transport cost. Transport cost refers to the cost which is incurred. Which is incurred to transfer the goods from one place to another. In this market, it is believed that there will be absence of the transport cost, no transport cost. Why? क्योंकि यहाँ पे प्रोडक्ट होमोजीनियस है. अगर ट्रांसपोर्ट कॉस्ट इंक्लूड किया गया, if we include the transport cost, there are possibility that the prices will go on changing. And thus, in this market, it is observed that there will be absence of transport cost. Uniform price. A single price will prevail for various goods. As I said, the price is determined by interaction of market demand and market supply. डिमांड एंड सप्लाई जो प्राइस डिसाइड करते हैं वो इस मार्केट में फॉलो होता है. सो इट इज यूनिफॉर्म प्राइस. No government intervention. No intervention from the part of government. Government will not interfere. It will follow the laissez-faire policy. What does that mean? Can anybody of you help me?